There's something different about this time of year in Caribou County. While the weather turns cold, people gather together, not around fires, but in the high school gyms of Soda Springs, Grace, and North Gem. What brings them all together on cold nights like this? Only the common love of basketball. And as the boys of the county take to the stage once again, KBRV, The Bear, and My Local Radio join them on their journey through the long winter with the end goal of a state championship lurking on the far side. This season, hopes are high in all three schools, and around the county, the excitement is growing. Once more, it's time to take the court, and the Cardinals, Cowboys, and Grizzlies are determined to make sure this season is one to remember. This year's boys basketball season is being brought to you on KBRV by Monsanto, Hunsaker Ford, Silver Star Communications, and by Cook Brothers Broadcasting. The night is cold, so let the hot hands of the best Caribou County has to offer warm it up on your home for boys basketball all season long. KBRV, The Bear, and MyLocalRadio.com.
Welcome back out once again to another edition of Cardinal Basketball. It is time for the Soda Springs Cardinals to once again enter the District 5 tournament, and they are in a fight-for-your-life scenario against the Westside Pirates. Loser goes home. Winner moves on to take on the Westside Pirates in the championship game on Wednesday night, and it all starts here from Marsh Valley High School. About 18 and a half minutes till the start of tonight's game, and then we will be getting into our pregame show as senior Marianne Bark will be joining us as a standout student. Junior Dylan Lemon of the Westside Pirates joins us to chat about their last game against the Bear Lake Bears and what they've done to improve themselves. And Coach Brent Derrickson of the Soda Springs Cardinals will join us as well. All that's coming up on your pregame show on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance of Montpelier, Idaho. State Farm is here to help life go right. Call Scott at 208-847-0141 for personal service.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, Silver Star makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose Silver Star. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno-flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone. Food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for. Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
Caleb Burgraff joined here with Marianne Barr.
It was great. I was doing good, and this semester is a little harder. The senioritis is really kicking in, but I'm going to keep working hard, and hopefully I can pull it off.
What are some of the classes that you've been taking this year, and have there been any subjects that really jumped out to you this year?
This semester I'm taking outdoor rec, and it has been a blast. We played snowshoe kickball a few days ago, and I didn't know that was a thing, and I want it to be a new sport because it's really fun. And I'm really enjoying math, and it's just good to finally enjoy math because I didn't used to do that. And I'm really liking chemistry. Jensen brought us some treats the other day, and that was awesome. So things are good.
It sounds like a lot of people here end up enjoying math the more and the more that they go through high school. Does that have to do with the teachers that are here, in your opinion?
Yes. In middle school, I really struggled with math because I didn't really click with the teachers that I had. It just didn't really work out. But now that I'm in high school, I have Mr. McMurray, and he just is really good at explaining things the way that I get them and making sure that I understand math and not memorize it and that it makes sense, and it just really helps.
Are there any other teachers that you've really enjoyed taking, or is there anything that you specifically look for in a teacher?
I really like Jensen a lot. He's really fun, and the other day we had a balloon demonstration with learning how electrons work, and it was just really fun, and he made it really energetic and just got the whole class involved, and I really liked that, and it was fun.
Now, senior projects are always a big thing that go on. Now, what did you do yours on? You were telling me about an interesting process.
I am learning how to play the saw. Yes, the tree saw that you saw it on trees with, and it has been a really interesting skill. My grandpa has been playing it for 75 years, and he's 92 right now, and I just always thought it'd be something cool to learn, and I thought it'd be easier than it is, so I need to practice a lot more, but hopefully I'll be able to play something really cool eventually. So
this makes me want to go out and drive in my car and get a saw just to come back so you can play it for us. Has that been a good experience for you, getting to spend time with your grandpa as well?
Yes, it's really good because he's always been really healthy and stuff, but now he's in his 90s and things are starting to go downhill, so it's good to be able to spend time with him before anything bad happens. So, yeah.
You are looking forward to the next step. Haven't necessarily figured out all the details for it yet, but you say art is what you want to go into. What made you choose that as the next step?
It's really hard to figure out what you want to do, and I want to be really rich, and I don't know if that's going to happen in art, but it's what I really love, and it's important to figure out what you love, and I love oil painting, so that's what I'm going to do.
I'll tell you this from a profession, it's always better to get into something that you enjoy doing. And to wrap it up, when you talk about things you enjoy, coming back to Soda Springs, what makes this school a place you enjoyed coming to?
I love the people and the atmosphere. Everybody just is all friends, and we all really appreciate each other, and we just all have a really good sense of humor, and it's just a blast.
Thank you so much for the time, Marianne, and good luck on those next steps. We'll wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
This presentation of Caribou County Sports is being brought to you by Arctic Circle. After the game, be sure to grab dessert at Arctic Circle, where they have above-the-rim shakes and malts, as well as the best soft-serve cones in town.
In a word, breastfeeding is amazing.
It's empowering. It's the best thing I can do for my baby.
It's rewarding.
While every mom has a different way of describing breastfeeding, we all need help and encouragement. So know that support is there for you, from your family or from your friends. And at womenshealth.gov/it's only natural.
Breastfeeding. It's only natural.
Mother's love, mother's milk. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm just a kid, and I've got asthma. You know just how upset I can get when I have an asthma attack. But you can help me to fight my asthma. Put my teddy bear in the freezer to wipe out dust mites. Dry off my rubber duckies and bath toys to get rid of mold.
Discover other simple ways to prevent an asthma attack. Visit noattacks.org, brought to you by the U.S. EPA and the Ad Council.
Because I don't want to feel like a fish with no water.
Caribou County Athletics on KBRV are brought to you by Bear Lake Dental, where their commitment is to provide you with the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle, efficient, and professional manner. Call 208-847-0153 to schedule your appointment with Bear Lake Dental.
Are you among the millions of Americans living with chronic pain? If so, you may think prescription opioids are the solution. Truth is, opioids only mask the pain, and they come with serious side effects, from nausea to withdrawal symptoms to overdose. There is another choice: physical therapy. Physical therapists treat pain through movement and exercise. Choose physical therapy. Visit moveforwardpt.com. This public service announcement is brought to you by the American Physical Therapy Association.
This production of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by London Drug and Grace, your good neighbor pharmacy, locally owned, locally loved.
Caleb Burgraff here with Dylan Lemon from the Westside Pirates. And first of all, Dylan,
What goes into a game like this?
Well, some good practices. We have to focus. I think we've been doing that, so hopefully it shows tonight.
You guys are going to have to come off of a loss to Bear Lake, but there's still some confidence coming off of that loss because you were able to make it and get that win against the Soda Springs Cardinals. What was the mood like on the way home and even as you guys were coming down here to Marsh Valley for this team? What's the energy from this team feel like?
Well, we were pretty excited after we won last time, but on the buses, like it's been quieter. We're trying to stay focused and try not to act crazy. So
the first two times against the Soda Springs Cardinals, you guys managed to come back, but never were able to get over the hump. This last time, though, ended up getting over the hump a lot due to yourself and Nick Ma. How much confidence did that give you guys against the Cardinals, just seeing that win come to fruition instead of seeing yourselves come up just short?
Yeah, we got a lot of confidence after that game because, there's a whole year we've been coming up short, but that game we finally did it, and, hopefully we can keep going and do it again.
You guys have a good balance of veterans as well as some young kids that have come in and played some really good minutes out there. What has been your opinion of the way the young kids have stepped into the varsity game and been able to contribute, and not just contribute, but make the difference in some of these games?
I think it's great. It gives us more experience for, years to come. So I think it's great.
When it comes to the focus of your team, inside presence is always something that is a big piece, but you guys also were able to take that and really turn it into a good outside presence in the last game against the Soda Springs Cardinals, and that helped steer the comeback. What is the balance on this team like, and where has that developed from as the season's gone on?
Yeah, well, Nick Ma, he's been a big part in our down-low game, and Zach Hobson has been doing great down there too. So with them being down there, it helps us open our outside game with, Cooper Hobson and Stockton Brown and Quinn Fuller and myself. So I think it's with us, all of us, I think if we can, try to keep it even with the inside and outside, that we can do really well.
We'll wrap it up with this. With the Cardinals, what's the biggest thing you need to stop that they've been able to do so far against you guys?
Well, they got a lot of great players. We really need to stop them inside. I think they do very well inside. And they're great hustlers, so they really go for the ball. And, the key tonight is probably to out-hustle them and try to take the win, I guess.
Thank you for the time, Dylan. Good luck to you and the rest of the Pirates as you get ready for tonight's game.
Thank you.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Crop Production Services of Bancroft. Call 208-648-7891 to learn how to get the best production out of your crops.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials in Soda Springs for the week of February 16th through the 22nd. Grab yourself St. Louis-style pork spare ribs for $1.99 a pound. Boneless beef cross rib roasts are $2.79 a pound. Western Family 1%, 2%, or skim gallons of milk are $1.99 each. And don't forget about their Fill It Fresh $10 mix or match bags for fresh produce throughout the store. That's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of February 16th through the 22nd.
Imagine a mining company who nurtures butterflies. At Monsanto, we plant wildflower seeds on recently mined land. The flowers support a thriving butterfly population, which then feeds small birds, who are in turn hunted by eagles and hawks. By paying attention to nature's detail, Monsanto sustains a broader ecosystem. That's one reason why 6 federal and state agencies have honored us with their highest award for excellence in annual operations. Monsanto. Imagine.
Caleb Burgraff here with Coach Brent Erickson from the Soda Springs Cardinals. And Coach, big game tonight, elimination game tonight against the Westside Pirates. And you guys able to get a solid win against the Aberdeen Tigers to get into this game and are carrying some momentum because of that. How much does that help to have a win coming behind you instead of having a loss like Westside to Bear Lake?
Well, it helps in your confidence the way you approach the game. You know, if you're coming from a loss, I think you're feeling like, man, we can't lose again. A little bit more pressure on you. Where these guys just come off that win, so I think they're playing with a little more confidence than coming off a loss like Westside would be.
You guys have gotten a good performance from Trey so far in this postseason, especially stepping in for Ridge Thompson, who's been hurt. What has that done to settle the kids down, especially when a leader like Thompson on the offensive and defensive side and emotionally gets hurt going into a big postseason like this?
Well, Trey's played extremely well the last few games. He's starting to get into a rhythm scoring. It takes the pressure off the other kids. If Trey can pick up and hit that 15 to 20 point mark, it takes the scoring pressure off the other kids where they know, that Trey's going to be there, and then it makes it easier for them to score, because they're focused on shutting down Trey, which opens them up and makes the offensive end become easier for them.
When you look at a team like Westside, the last story or last game against Westside was a tale of two halves. First half, really a tale of dominance. You guys had that 16-point edge going into the halftime locker room. Second half, you lost control of things a little bit and allowed them to come back into the game. What needs to change in the kids' attitude on the court and the kids' performance on the court in order to not have that second half reoccur?
Well, when you look at that, Caleb, we was without our starting point guard, and Ridge is the leader of our team, and he was still hurt, with his ankle, and he was absent. So when Westside come out in the second half, they started pressuring us up, and the other kids that were put in that role were not expecting it. Now, I feel like Brock Thompson is going to step up tonight. If Westside comes out and attacks us in a full court press, Brock is going to be able to handle that. He played a really, really smart game against Aberdeen, and he's taken over that role that his big brothers had. So I think Brock's going to step up tonight.
One of the things we haven't talked about yet is the post presence for this team, and that's something that's been lacking in the playoffs so far. What needs to change in the way that they attack the basket so far?
Well, it takes Will, it takes Riley, and it takes Henry. They need to score early. They need to get into that rhythm where, if they score early on their first 2 or 3 shots, they get a lot of confidence. But if they start missing, then they start forcing shots. And so that's what we got to have happen with the bigs.
To wrap it all up, Coach, when you think about Westside, what is the one thing you need to stop that they did in that first time you guys matched up?
I think their 3-point shooting. I think that's what hurt us in the second half. We give up too many open threes. Now they were kind of going inside too, but they'd kick it outside, and we got to stop, chase them off the 3 line, and that's where they hurt us is the 3-point shot.
Coach, as always, good talking with you, and we're looking forward to hopefully watching you guys make your way into that championship game for District 5 tonight.
Well, thank you, Caleb.
This broadcast of high school sports is being made possible by the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming.
So, who's going to do what? Flashlights?
Nowhere to be found.
Emergency supply kits?
Not packed.
What about blankets?
We have an old towel.
Cell phones?
May not work.
Emergency water?
Not a drop.
Perfect. We all know where we're meeting if we're separated.
The library. On Jones' house. The bus stop.
And I'll be waiting here wondering where you all are. Great. It sounds like we don't have a plan.
Winging it is not an emergency plan. Make sure your kids know what to do during an emergency, who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Caribou County Athletics are being brought to you by Bear River Head Start, where they are now accepting applications for preschool. Call 435-755-0181 and enroll your 3 or 4-year-old children today.
I missed a mortgage payment, but now I'm turning things around. With Sam, I can.
Sam is Smart About Money, a free online resource from the National Endowment for Financial Education. We're an independent nonprofit foundation dedicated to helping people just like you get sound information about money at samican.org.
Business has fallen off at work, but I'm getting prepared for whatever the future holds. With Sam, I can.
Get empowered. Reach your financial goals. Visit samican.org.
Paralyzed Veterans of America, National Service Officers.
We've got an entire generation of men and women who have seen war. They're going to need voices.
Paralyzed Veterans of America represents them.
We're going to make sure that the Veterans Affairs gives them everything that they're entitled to.
Get all the health care they need.
Making a person's house adaptable.
And we also focus on getting them a job.
We help our veterans for free.
Changing lives, building futures. That's Paralyzed Veterans of America. To learn more, visit pva.org. A public service message from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Troy Young Plumbing and Heating. Call 208-221-0581 for all your plumbing needs, including new installs and remodels, repairs, furnace installation, and more.
Welcome back out to Marsh Valley High School, ladies and gentlemen, as the Soda Springs Cardinal boys getting set to take on the West Side Pirates in a major matchup for these two teams, which will decide who goes on to the championship game against the Bear Lake Bears coming up on Wednesday night. A chance to try and knock off the Bears, who's already beaten both of these teams here in this district tournament. For the Cardinals, their starting lineups, which are being brought to you by Mountain View Dental, look like this. They're led by number 2, Brock Thompson, the sophomore making his way onto the court, joined alongside Kyle Olson, as well as Will Sims, Trey Smith, and Riley Harris for the Soda Springs Cardinals. On the other side, for the West Side Pirates, number 11, Cooper Hobson, the freshman, making his way onto the court. He's followed by number 24, Dylan Lemon. Number 21 is senior Nick Ma. Number 23 is junior Zach Hobson. And number 20 is senior Quinn Fuller. The West Side Pirates are coached by Tyler Brown, while the Soda Springs Cardinals are coached by Greg Burholm. Soda Springs is 2-1 against the West Side Pirates this season. They have a 4-point loss to the Pirates in their last game in the overtime matchup. That was a 53-49 win for the Pirates, and the other two games resulted in an 8-point win for the Cardinals and a 6-point win for the Soda Springs Cardinals. The 6-point win coming on the Cardinals' home court, and the 8-point win coming on the road at West Side in the final regular season matchup between these two teams. West Side will be wearing the white home uniforms, West Side written across the front, maroon and gold down the sides with maroon numbers. And the Soda Springs Cardinals wearing the road uniforms tonight, wearing their blacks, Cardinals written across the front with red numbers, red letters, and the red arrows coming up and down each of the sides. And with that, we are ready for the opening tip of tonight's matchup, as the Cardinals will be working right to left. Starting lineups are brought to you by Mountain View Dental. The opening tip as well is won over by the West Side Pirates, and ball brought forward by Quinn Fuller. Goes to his left, taken there by Cooper Hobson. Dribbles to the top of the key, gives inside to Nick Ma. Pops one outside to Quinn Fuller. Back to the right corner. Lemon pump fake, steps to the left, rises for three, cannot hit. The rebound saved back into play by Nick Ma, who goes tumbling into the stands. Driving into the lane is Fuller. Passes down low, finds a wide open Dylan Lemon for a Bear Lake Drug three-pointer, and the West Side Pirates start out with the early lead, 3-0, 30 seconds into the game, thanks to the offensive rebound by Nick Ma. Over to the left on the other side of the court comes Trey Smith, rising from the elbow, can't hit the jumper, and a rebound secured by Cooper Hobson. The freshman up the court, hands the ball off, is taken by Quinn Fuller on the near side wing. Cardinals working in a man-to-man defense right now, shifting through and allowing screens to try and pass through as the ball is given off to Nick Moss, steps into the lane, rises short on the jumper. The rebound loose is controlled inside by Will Sims, and the Cardinals have a chance to once again try and take a shot at the scoreboard. 3-0, they trail on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Trey Smith, good move into the lane, lays one up, but can't get it to go wild into the lane as Nick Ma gets the rebound, trying to go coast to coast to the hoop, lays it up, and he travels on his way into the lane, so the layup would not have counted anyways. It is the first turnover by either team in the game, as the Cardinals will once more inbound the basketball, and is brought forward by Brock Thompson. Brock Thompson to his right, gives to Trey Smith. Stands on the right side wing. Cardinals working right to left. Olsen has the ball poked away from him after getting the pass from Smith. Picked up and taken forward by Quinn Fuller. To the right wing, passes the ball outside. Lemon, our pregame show guest, hands on the wing before giving to Fuller. Fuller gives to Cooper Hobson. Steps to his left, hands the ball off to his brother Zach. Spins into the lane, lays one up with a scoop shot and gets it to go. Zach Hobson with a fantastic move into the lane. Builds it to a 5-0 run in the first 2 minutes for the West Side Pirates. And they have an early lead that is starting to grow on the Cardinals. Soda Springs needing to find a way to get the offense onto the board, at least to get yourself some momentum. Not a good pass by Thompson as he lazily tries to get one into the hands of Olsen, but it's poked away, stolen down the court by Dylan Lemon, who was fouled on his way to the basket, and he's going to step to the line for a pair of free throws as Brock Thompson picks up his first foul of the game. 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go. And Dylan, the right-handed free throw shooter, will make the first free throw. He's got 4 of the Pirates' 6 points to open this game out, and the Cardinals cannot have liked this start to this game, as it's now a 7-0 lead as the second free throw goes down as well. And a timeout taken by the Cardinals will be the result. We will take a break as well. 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go as a timeout taken here at the District 5 semifinal game in the consolation bracket on this Monday night at Marsh Valley.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma, or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Welcome back out to Marsh Valley High School, the site of District 5's final 3 games, as tonight, Wednesday night, and a possible game on Thursday night will be played here at the home of the Marsh Valley Eagles. Right now, 7-0, the Soda Springs Cardinals trailing the West Side Pirates in an elimination game. Loser goes home, while the West Side Pirates will be moving on to take on the Bear Lake Bears. Will Sims into the lane, tries to get a layup to go, spins out though, and Cooper Hobson gets his second rebound of the game. To the left, Quinn Fuller pulls up, gives it outside to Zach Hobson. Into the lane himself, he travels with the basketball and turns it back over to the Soda Springs Cardinals. The Cardinals getting near 3 minutes without putting any points onto the board, still trailing 7-0 on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. First inbounds pass gets its way to Brock Thompson to start the offense, and they bring it across the court. Brock to the right side wing, tries to step the lane, pro hop into the lane, fakes a shot, then passes one down low to Riley Simmons, who ends up losing the basketball, stripped out of his hands. West side up the court, dishes to the left side where Lemon again hits a Bear Lake drug 3. 8 of the 10 points for the West Side Pirates coming from Lemon. Thompson then throws the ball away coming up the court, but gets the steal right back for the Soda Springs Cardinals and earns them the possession right back. 10-0 though on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard nearly halfway through the first quarter. Now another steal forced as the ball thrown away by the West Side Pirates, and each side trading turnovers here in the middle of the first quarter. Into the lane, Trey Smith fakes a shot, goes into the lane instead. Blocked away is the layup attempt by Riley Harris, but finished by Trey Smith, who gets the rebound and lays it in himself. 10-2, the Cardinals are onto the board. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go as Quinn Fuller takes the ball in between the circles near the top of the key. West side working on the right side of the court. Gives the ball off. Cooper Hobson gets it back to Fuller. Now outside, Nick Maw for 3 off the back of the rim. The rebound is loose but picked up on the run by Kyle Olsen. He'll bring it up the center of the court. Goes to his right as he tries to find Will Sims. No, goes to the lane himself and sees the ball rejected out of bounds by Dylan Lemon, who turns to his teammates and says, "Let's go." 3 minutes and 52 seconds to go, and the Cardinals struggling to find ways to get onto the scoreboard, down 10-2 halfway through the first quarter as the West Side offense whirring along with the offense flowing through Dylan Lemon. Into the game goes Stockton Brown, also Henry Workman in for the Cardinals as Will Sims finds himself open from the right elbow, can't hit the jumper. The rebound secured by Workman, who rises himself from 18, and he can't finish the jumper either from the left side corner. Soda Springs back the other way on defense will try and step in to stop Cooper Hobson. His layup is blocked away. The rebound put up by Nick Maw, but it's Workman who comes away with good defense and another rebound for himself. Trey Smith the other way, rising for three, can't hit. Workman inside the lane, stripped after getting the offensive board, and his body's tumbled to the deck. Tensions begin to run high as Zach Hobson and Henry Workman get tangled up inside, and a Bear Lake Drug jump ball is going to be whistled with the possession arrow in favor of the Soda Springs Cardinals, giving Henry Workman a rebound and avoiding giving them the turnover. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go, 10-2. The Cardinals trailing by 8 on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard as the ball is passed in to Henry Workman. On the corner, passes one down low, and Sims inside the lane is fouled as he tries to fight through contact and get himself a layup, and instead he'll be stepping to the line for a pair of free throws. The foul is going to go against Branson Hatch, who's fresh into the game for the Westside Pirates. Sims, good on the first free throw, makes it 10-3 with 3:17 to go. As the Cardinals offense on a 3-0 run after giving up a 10-0 run to start the game. Second free throw is good as well, makes it a 4-point game for the Cardinals, but they get a steal on the inbounds play, and Olsen, taking the ball away from the Westside Pirates, lays it up and in to make it a 4-point game as the differential, 10-6. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go. The Cardinals offense on a 6-0 run of their own as it'll be Maw into the lane, kicked outside. Cooper Hobson for three of his own, can't hit. The rebound underneath, pulled away by Maw in the lane. Hobson, reverse layup, gets the dish and gets it to go. Cooper Hobson gets his first bucket of the game. Nick Maw up to 4 rebounds already. As back the other way, it's Trey Smith into the lane, rises for a floater, can't hit the rebound, punched into the hands of Dylan Lemon, stolen away again by Kyle Olsen, rises at the free throw line but can't finish again. Soda Springs just ice cold from the field as they have not been able to hit many of the close shots they've been taking, partially due to the defense of Westside, but also partially due to just a lack of shots finding a way through the cylinder. Inside, a pass for the Pirates is given back outside. Stockton Brown trying to bank one home from the top of the key, can't hit. The rebound once more to Nick Maws. Lemon will reverse the ball up top to Stockton Brown, and the Westside Pirates will slow the offense down. 2:09 to go, 12-6 on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. Cardinals right now down by 6 points to the Westside Pirates, 6 minutes into the first quarter. To the near side, Nick Lemon gives the ball off to Maw. Might have walked with the basketball as the ball is passed into Branson Hatch, tipped into the backcourt, picked up by Dylan Lemon, and taken up to the left side. Over on the sideline, Lemon dribbling fancily, almost loses control of it, and gives it back outside to Stockton Brown, who is going to walk it back to center it between the circles. Steps to his left, hands the ball off to Lemons, 23 feet away from the hoop on the wing, dribbles once, gets stripped to the ball by Trey Smith, and Trey will push the ball up the court before he has to pull it out as the Westside defense got back up in person. To the near side comes Kyle Olsen, who stands on the wing, steps to his left, gets underneath the basket, stripped and denied out of bounds, but they'll say a foul, and they'll say it's a shooting foul as well, and to the line goes Kyle Olsen with a chance to try and once more cut into the lead as the two sides begin to go into a settled area of this game with a trading of shots. Foul goes against Cooper Hobson. It's his first, second team foul on the Westside Pirates. First free throw for Olsen. Kicks off the front, then the back, then the front of the rim before dropping through. He's got 3 points. Without Ridge Thompson, the Cardinals are going to need a big game from him. And speaking of that, Ridge Thompson will check into the game for Soda Springs. We'll see how that ankle is feeling as he missed the last week with an ankle injury that was suffered in the game at Malad. Second free throw up and good for Olsen. Gives him 4 points. As another substitution checks in, Riley Simmons into the game for Kyle Olsen, who takes a seat on the bench. Ridge Thompson will stand in the front court with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. 12-8 the score on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. Quinn Fuller back into the game for the Westside Pirates. Trey Smith guards Quinn Fuller as he comes up the court with the left-hand dribble, steps to his right, and brings it to the wing. Stockton Brown running around, trying to keep Ridge Thompson on the move. Gives the ball off to Branson Hatch. Now back to Brown, near side. They'll rotate it from Henderson to Fuller. Steps into the lane, fishes it back outside to Fuller. And with a minute to go, the Pirates trying to find a way to the lane. Henderson drives in, stripped of the ball dished outside to an open Stockton Brown, who hits a Bear Lake Drug three-pointer as Ridge Thompson was fading away from him. Tried to get back in time, but could not get it to a hand into the face. But the Cardinals offense will come back down the court, and Will Sims lays one up and in to make it a 15-10 game as Trey Smith is called for a foul coming back the other way. Quinn Fuller ends up getting knocked to the floor, and Trey Smith gets his first. 15-10, 35.8 seconds to go. 2 team fouls on the Cardinals, 2 on the West Side Pirates. Riley Harris and Dylan Downs checking into the game as Trey Smith taking a seat for Henry Workman as well. Quinn Fuller to inbound, gives it off to Zach Hobson. Hands it back off to Quinn Fuller, who goes to his left around Workman. Travels with the basketball on the far side wing. 8 West Side turnovers here in the first quarter of play. 30.4 seconds to go, and West Side will initiate a full court press. Riley Simmons on the far side will inbound the basketball. Henderson to guard the inbound as they'll give it to Henry Workman, who brings it forward himself, poked away from behind. That's the 5th West Side turnover, and the Cardinals have to go back on defense. 20 seconds to go. See if West Side wants to hold for the final shot. Brown driving into the lane, throws the ball away, and Ridge Thompson, luckily for the Pirates, was standing on the baseline when it gets tapped into his hands, and it remains West Side basketball. 15 seconds to go. 15-10 the score here in the first quarter of play. As Quinn Fuller inbounds the ball, Branson Hatch pump fake, steps to the lane, loses the basketball, still loose and out of bounds. They'll say last touched by the Cardinals, although I can't say I agree with that call, as that should be Cardinal basketball, but the officials will say West Side basketball underneath the hoop with 10.8 seconds to go. Quinn Fuller to inbound the basketball, looks for Henderson. Now looks deep and instead pass into lane where Henry Workman pokes it out of bounds again. And it'll be another inbounds play coming up for the West Side Pirates. Here late in the first quarter play, West Side already guaranteed the lead going into the second quarter of play. A chance to expand on it and give themselves a 7 or even an 8-point lead with a few seconds remaining for the Cardinals to make some work. Quinn Fuller again will be doing the Sanders Furniture Appliance inbounds play. Waves the ball around, passes into the lane where Lemon rises, right-hand teardrop, can't find the bottom of the hoop, and Henry Workman comes away with the board. He'll bring it forward himself, right-hand dribble to the wing, lays one up from 20 feet, but can't get it to go, and the rebound will be inconsequential. We head to the second quarter, 15-10 on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard here at Marsh Valley High School.
Caribou County Athletics on KBRV are brought to you by Bear Lake Dental, where their commitment is to provide you with the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle, efficient, and professional manner. Call 208-847-0153 to schedule your appointment with Bear Lake Dental.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno-flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone. Food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
15-10, the Soda Springs Cardinals down by 5 to the West Side Pirates here in an elimination game in the District 5 Championships. Winner of this game guaranteed at least a spot in the play-in game on Saturday against the number 2 team from District 5. The loser heads on home. West Side starts out the second quarter with the basketball as Quinn Fuller, trying to pass over to Cooper Hobson, ends up seeing it tipped out of bounds by Brock Thompson. Good defense by Thompson to get his hand into the passing lane, but the Pirates still possess the basketball, and it will be Quinn Fuller to bring it forward. Gives to his right. Lemon gives it back to Quinn, who steps to his left. Hobson underneath the basket, dishes underneath where it's Zach Hobson, denied inside by the Cardinals. The ball loose on the ground, picked up by Henry Workman, and Soda Springs comes back on the offensive end with Brock Thompson taking the point. Stands around half court, 7 minutes and 19 seconds to go. Brock to his left, guarded out there by Quinn Fuller. Waves the ball away from him, gets it to Dylan Downs, gets it off to Simmons, and Riley will be the pivot point for the offense as Workman frees himself at the top of the key. Henry to his left finds Dylan Downs. Back out to Workman. Harris calling for the ball inside the paint. Gets it. Dishes outside to Downs. Rising for three. Dylan can't hit. And Quinn Fuller gets the rebound. His first of the game. Quinn up ahead. Finds Dylan Lemon. Right side wing. Pass inside. Poked away into the hands of Henry Workman as the Pirates turned over for the 9th time in the game. 6 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the second quarter. And the ball will be thrown away by the Cardinals this time. Their 6th turnover of the game. Gives it off to Dylan Lemon to bring forward. He'll walk it forward across the timeline at a jog. Gives it to his left, Cooper Hobson on the wing. Underneath pass goes to Zach Hobson. Workman closes quickly as Hobson pump fakes underneath the basket, and a blocking foul will be called against Riley Harris. It's his first, and it will give the Pirates an inbounds play brought to you by Sanders Furniture and Appliance underneath their own basket. 6 minutes and 26 seconds to go, 15-10 on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. Soda Springs down by 5 in a scoreless second quarter so far. Neither team's been able to crack it as Cooper Hobson trying to change that will not, but his brother Zach flies in for the rebound, lays it up and in, and the Cardinals go down by 7 as Riley Harris hits the deck on the baseline below the basket and comes up hobbling on his left knee. Bad news for the Cardinals if Riley Harris goes out of this game, as the trainer for Soda Springs out onto the court on the baseline, as well as one of the Soda Springs coaches. And the coaches will call their players over to them to have a quick conversation while they do not allow the players on the court or not allow the players to mingle and linger on the court while they're talking things over. Greg Bergholm taking the opportunity to talk things over with his boys. And so is Tyler Brown at the same moment. We'll see how the Cardinals adjust to having Riley Harris on the bench for the time being, as he is definitely has the ability to be a force inside of the paint, standing at 6'6", and is the tallest player for either team on the court by quite some margin. 6 minutes and 19 seconds to go. Into the game for the Cardinals. To replace him will be Trey Smith as Ridge Thompson comes forward with the ball underneath, finds Olsen, who lays one up, can't get the shot to fall. Inside, Workman gets the rebound, dishes outside to Ridge Thompson, who cashes in on a three from deep. Ridge, making his presence known on the offensive end, finds the bottom of the bucket for a Bear Lake Drug three. 17-13. The Cardinals back within 4, climbing into this game after they trailed 10-0 after the start. Cooper Hobson back the other way, loses his dribble. The freshman turning the ball over to the Soda Springs Cardinals. It'll be a pass through the lane, thrown away by Riley Simmons. Picked off by Dylan Lemon. He's going to run the court, goes into the lane, steps around Kyle Olsen, and lays one up and in. Lemon's got 10 points for the Westside Pirates, a couple of steals, and several rebounds as well. 19-13, Westside back up by 6. 5 minutes, 28 seconds to go. Olsen to his right on the wing. Passes the ball off to Trey Smith, who rotates it to Thompson. Another three coming from Ridge. Can't get it to go. The rebound tipped up by Olsen as he got the ball inside on a tough offensive board, and he'll have 2 more free throws coming up. Olsen already 2 for 2. The Cardinals 4 for 4 at the line tonight. 19-13 your scores. The foul picked up by Quinn Fuller. It's his 3rd. And Olsen's first free throw of 2 is good. Barely moves the net on the way down. And Soda Springs back within 5. 19-14 on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. Second free throw. In and out, no good. The rebound's going to be picked up and pulled in by Zach Hobson, his second, as the Pirates are going to have to take their time coming up against the full court pressure. Quinn Fuller fires one up ahead, tipped out of bounds, and into the Cardinals bench by Dylan Lemon, by the Cardinals in front of Dylan Lemon, and it remains Westside basketball. Quinn Fuller getting a breather as Stockton Brown checks onto the court for Soda Springs. Dribbles the ball all the way around to the left wing from the right sideline. Passes the ball inside. It'll be taken by Nick Ma, who fights his way through contact but can't get a good roll off the rim, and it drops instead into the hands of Henry Workman to the right side. Ridge Thompson gives the ball inside, poked away. Ridge trying to drive into the lane, loses the ball again, but right into the hands of Henry Workman. Back out to Ridge. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go, 19-14 as Thompson stands in between the circles near half court before dishing it off to Trey Smith. Trey will go to his right, halfway through the second, through the legs, as the Cardinal student section standing on the right side with Ridge Thompson getting the ball. Now back to Henry Workman. Workman gives to Smith. The Cardinals trying to find a way inside a zone defense that's being presented by the Westside Pirates, and Trey Smith will do just that. Steps forward to the left elbow and is able to cash one home. The Cardinals back within 3, 19-16 as Brown fires one up ahead, poked out of bounds by Trey Smith and into the hands of the Westside Pirates again, who will be inbounding in front of their student section on the far side. 19-16, three-point edge for the Westside Pirates over the Soda Springs Cardinals. And Stockton Brown will get another inbounds play from the far side. One dribble, gives the ball off to Henderson. Hunter passes it to the top of the key. Nick Ma rotates it to Brown. Open for three. Can't hit. Off of the back of the rim. The rebound loose. Picked up by Ridge Thompson. His first board. Tries to go up the court. Has the ball poked away from him. And saved back into play by Stockton Brown as the Cardinals turn it over for the 8th time in the game. Over to the far side. Zach Hobson underneath the hoop. Blocked away by Henry Workman, who secures the rebound inside. Henry's already got 8 rebounds in the game. Soda Springs back within 3, takes it to Smith, who drives to the hoop, lays one up, and the Cardinals coming all the way back have a chance to tie it up with Trey Smith heading to the line for a free throw to tie this game at 19 points apiece. 3 minutes and 36 seconds to go. The foul goes against Dylan Lemon. Westside has definitely cooled down from the field here in this second quarter, and the Cardinals have started to heat up, particularly on the inside game and from their guards. Everywhere around, the Cardinals shooting a little bit better in this quarter as they trail by 5 entering. Over to the far side, Zach Hobson finds Lemon at the left elbow. He gives the Pirates the lead right back with another jumper, calmly knocking it down, and it's a 2-point edge back for the Westside Pirates. 21-19, Trey Smith into the lane, extends himself too far as the rebound fought for, picked up by Zach Hobson, but he lost it, and it rolls out into the hands of Kyle Olson, who will get the basketball and be fouled by, I believe, Hobson on the play. And excuse me, they'll actually say Hunter Henderson picked up the foul. It's his first as Olson gets the offensive rebound, or excuse me, the defensive rebound. 5 team fouls on the Westside Pirates, 3 on the Soda Springs Cardinals, in a 21-19 game with the Westside Pirates on top of Soda Springs. Cardinals with the ball as Trey Smith takes the ball in the backcourt and brings it across the timeline. Guarded by Quinn Fuller, who forces him to his left. Smith returns it back to the wing before going inside to Ridge Thompson, trying to back his way down to the post, fights up a shot, can't get it to go off the side of the rim, and a foul called inside as bodies tumble down to the floor, and the foul going against the Pirates will be picked up on the play by Hunter Henderson once again. It's Hunter's second. And with 2:55 to go, Soda Springs will look to Trey Smith to inbound from underneath their hoop. Smith gets it into Olson. Kyle goes up top to Ridge, who fakes a pass inside, goes back to Olson underneath Sims, backs his way in the post, right-hand hook shot, good. Will Sims gets his 6th point of the game. Soda Springs back even, 21-all here, 2 minutes and 41 seconds to go as Trey Smith, trying to step in and take a charge, ends up picking up his second called foul. And with 2 minutes and 41 seconds, the Pirates can inbound as the Cardinals pick up their 4th team foul. Inbounds play goes to Quinn Fuller, near side Henderson, back to the free throw line as Ma rises and gets a friendly roll on a line drive shot that somehow sinks through the basket. He's got his first basket of the game. 23-21, the Pirates back up by 2 as Ridge Thompson gets some space, left corner, rising for a fadeaway jumper, won't drop down through the cylinder as Dylan Lemon comes away with the board. Up ahead, Quinn Fuller. Drawing the run, gives it to the left side, stepping into the lane. That's Cooper Hobson, who fights his way to her layup himself. Good move by Cooper Hobson to extend his body and get into the paint without forcing the charge. And with 25-21 the score, the Cardinals come back down by 4. 2 minutes to go, second quarter of play. And it'll be Trey Smith to take the point guard duties. Looks to his right, gives to Ridge Thompson, who fakes left, drives right, kicks it back out to Will Sims, who stripped to the basketball by the Pirates. On the run, Quinn Fuller trying to beat down the court. Henry Workman blows the finger roll. The rebound back out to Dylan Lemon, who hands off to Hunter Henderson. Fakes a pump fake. As Lemon gets the ball back, hands off to Hunter Henderson. 1 minute and 33 seconds to go. Cardinals have turned it over 4 times as the Westside Pirates trying to take advantage. And the ball goes over to the left, rising 4-3 off the front side of the rim, and kicking out no good is the shot from the far side. And Henry Workman gets his 9th rebound of the game already, as he has definitely been a force inside, but Trey Smith is going to turn it over again as he's stripped of the basketball, driving the lane. Quinn Fuller stops and pops from 19, can't get the shot to go, and the rebound tipped out of bounds by Henry Workman, who just couldn't get a full 2 hands onto the basketball. Cardinals with 10 turnovers in the game, that compared to 10 for the Westside Pirates. Neither team getting quite the edge in that category. And with 1 minute and 6 seconds to go, the Westside Pirates will send Zach Hobson back into the game for Cooper Hobson, as the freshman will take a seat onto the bench. Thanks again for joining us. MyLocalRadio.com, as well as online and over the airwaves at KBRV The Bear. Quinn Fuller to inbound, gets it to Zach Hobson, who breaks free up top. Ball will be taken and passed back to Quinn Fuller. Ma gives it outside, stepping into the lane and getting fouled on the shot. Braden Crouch was able to draw 3 Cardinals to reach in on him, and Crouch is going to be fouled in the end by Will Sims, who picks up his first. It's the 5th team foul on the Cardinals, and Crouch led the first free throws of this second quarter for the Westside Pirates. Cardinals have tied the game twice, but have never officially been able to take the lead, and now find themselves down by 5 once again, 26-21 on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. Second free throw, up and good as well, smoothly through on both. The Westside Pirates back up by 6, 27-21. Up the court, Riley Simmons bounces it to the right side corner, in the short corner, backing his way down is Will Sims. Puts up a little turnaround, that gets its way through the cylinder, and Will Sims has 8 points on one of the best games he's had all season. 27-23, 40 seconds to go, with Quinn Fuller looking over to the coaches to see what they want to do, as Olsen gets crossed over by Fuller as he went for the steal, and it allows Fuller to bring the ball forward easily up the court to the far side. Quinn takes it just to the left of the top of the key, steps around Olsen again, but gives off to Zach Hobson instead of driving into the paint, as Hobson will step it up near the half-court stripe. 16 seconds left to go. Hobson back to his right, gives to Nick Ma, who holds it on the wing himself. 10 seconds to go. Nick dribbles to the top of the key and hands off to Quinn Fuller. Pirates holding for the final shot. We'll see Quinn Fuller try and get himself around the defense being played on the far side near side by Will Sims, as he passes the ball over to Braden Crouch. Crouch can't control it, loses possession as he travels with the basketball trying to track it back down. He never let it hit the ground. If he lets it hit the ground on one of those bounces, then he would have been fine, but he tried to walk with it as he was bobbling it and juggling it with his hands. 1.5 seconds to go as Riley Simmons heaves one at the buzzer, can't get it to go, and we head to the halftime break. 27-23, Soda Springs down by 4 on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. Your halftime break is next on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Arctic Circle of Soda Springs, where you can get burgers made from premium Black Angus beef, as well as fries and onion rings with their delicious fry sauce. Be sure to top it all off with a soft serve cone piled high and dipped with their delicious chocolate topping.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
Imagine a mining company that respects the quality of the environment and health of natural ecosystems. At Monsanto, we don't begin mining unless we can ensure every safeguard is in place to respect the environment. And if they're not, then we don't mine. Simple as that. That's why we take steps before, during, and after mining to reach our goal of leaving the land even better than we found it. Monsanto. Imagine.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Troy Young Plumbing and Heating. Call 208-221-0581 for all your plumbing needs, including new installs and remodels, repairs, furnace installation, and more.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials in Soda Springs for the week of February 16th through the 22nd. Grab yourself St. Louis-style pork spare ribs for $1.99 a pound. Boneless beef cross rib roasts are $2.79 a pound. Western Family 1%, 2%, or skim gallons of milk are $1.99 each. And don't forget about their Fill It Fresh $10 mix or match bags for fresh produce throughout the store. That's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of February 16th through the 22nd.
Welcome back out to your halftime show brought to
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics.
Bear Lake Drug and your first half highlights on Gary Tusher CPA, as the Westside Pirates started out this game in the best manner I think they could have hoped for. A 10-0 run midway through the first quarter had the Cardinals on their back heels, but Soda Springs responded well, was able to go on a 6-0 run to cut it back to a 4-point game, and it ended up at a 15-10 score after a quarter of play. Soda Springs would continue that rally and would end up tying the game at 19 and then again at 21 points before they watched the Westside Pirates go on another 6-0 run for themselves, and the Westside Pirates ended up with a 27-23 at the half. That's where we sit on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard at the halftime break. Those are Gary Tusher first half highlights. Gary Tusher CPA in Montpelier is our proud sponsor for the halftime highlights. Your halftime show brought to you by Bear Lake Drug. We'll come back with your stats on the halftime show as we have a look at some good numbers for the Soda Springs Cardinals from a couple of players, but not a lot of difference in the Cardinals scoring. It's coming mostly from four different players. 27-23. Back after this on a 1-minute break on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com.
I thought I was too old.
I thought I was too young.
I didn't think I had what it takes.
How'd I find the time?
I went into a music store and tried some percussion. Keyboard,
guitar,
bass,
ukulele.
and before I knew it,
I could actually play a song.
why make excuses when you can make music? Just play. This message brought to you by the NAM Foundation.
No matter their age, help your children develop into lifelong readers. This is Penny Sear, president of the Idaho Education Association. Reading to your children early and often creates a habit that can last a lifetime. Encourage reading in your home by visiting the library frequently and letting your kids pick out books on subjects that interest them. Feed their natural curiosity with books. Reading is a habit that can spark a lifetime of learning.
A message from the Idaho Education Association.
Welcome back out to the home of the West Side, home of the District 5 championships. I apologize. Oh, man. Good times here at the top of the bleachers as we're back in the Bear Lake Drug halftime show. Ben Jacobson trying to make any of you watching online at mylocalradio.com a little bit seasick at this point in time by putting you on the motion of the ocean here as it is 27-23. You're just trying to simulate a pirate ship. That's all you're trying to do, as Ben Jacobson. Good job on the camera, as he always does. Looking at our first half numbers for the two teams, the Soda Springs Cardinals right now are right even in the rebounding battle. 15 rebounds for each team. Turnovers are right about the same as well, 11-10. The biggest difference in the game has been the fact that Westside's been able to capitalize on a couple more deep shots than have the Soda Springs Cardinals. 3 3-pointers for the Westside Pirates compared to just 1 for the Soda Springs Cardinals. Will Sims is leading all scorers in the game with 8 points and 1 rebound. Trey Smith with 7 points for the Cardinals as well. 5 points for Kyle Olson. Ridge Thompson has 3 points. That's it for your Cardinal scoring. Henry Workman, 9 rebounds so far in the game, although he has yet to score so far in the contest. As for the Westside Pirates, Dylan Lemon, 12 points and 3 rebounds, has been able to roll himself along. 4 points, 2 rebounds for Zach Hobson, 4 points and 2 rebounds for his younger brother Cooper Hobson, as Stockton Brown has 3 points, 2 points for Nick Ma, along with 5 rebounds, all of his rebounds coming in the first quarter, and 2 points and no rebounds for Braden Crouch, all coming from the free throw line. 2 minutes and 57 seconds to go till the start of the second half. We will be back after this with the second half of action on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com, your home for Caribou County Athletics.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Crop Production Services of Bancroft. Call 208-648-7891 to learn how to get the best production out of your crops.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone: food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
This production of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by London Drug and Grace, your good neighbor pharmacy, locally owned, locally loved.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials in Soda Springs for the week of February 16th through the 22nd. Grab yourself St. Louis-style pork spare ribs for $1.99 a pound. Boneless beef cross rib roasts are $2.79 a pound. Western Family 1%, 2%, or skim gallons of milk are $1.99 each. And don't forget about their Fill It Fresh $10 mix or match bags for fresh produce throughout the store. That's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of February 16th through the 22nd.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma, or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Welcome back out to Marsh Valley High School, the home of the District 5 championships, as the Soda Springs Cardinals trailing 27-23 to the Westside Pirates as we enter this quarter of play. And the Cardinals needing to find a little bit better rhythm on the offensive side, as they have been running through Trey Smith and Will Sims, nearly half of their points coming from those two, as they have really carried the load for the Soda Springs Cardinals. Need some help from a few other players, though, if you are going to come back in this game. Underway in the third quarter, it'll be Trey Smith to take over the point guard duties as he crosses the timeline, brings it over to his right. Ridge Thompson joining him on the court with Brock Thompson and Will Sims alongside Kyle Olson. Brock Thompson gets the ball top to the left of the key, gives it to his teammate Kyle Olson steps to the low block, blocked away, and rebounded inside by Nick Baugh. A clean block by both Ma and Lemon on the low block as Lemon gives the ball inside. Zach Hobson stripped of it, gets it back, steps into the lane, underneath pass to an open teammate in Nick Ma, who lays one up and in. And the West Side Pirates go up by 6, 29-23, 40 seconds into the third quarter. Brock Thompson with the basketball. Stands near the Eagle logo, looks over to the coaching staff on the bench before walking back to his left. Cardinals playing in front of the Pirates student section as Kyle Olson gets it back on the left side wing. Steps to his left at the elbow, passes outside. Ridge Thompson pump fakes before giving it back outside to Smith. Back to Ridge. 3-ball from the left corner. Nothing but nylon on the way through. Ridge with his second Bear Lake drug three-pointer gets it to a 3-point game, 29-26. 1 minute and 12 seconds gone by. Quinn Fuller back in it near half court, gives up top. It'll be Ma on the right side. Back to Fuller, steps to his left, gives back over to Ma. Directs some traffic himself, asks for Fuller to cut in. Now comes over to Fuller, gives the ball to him, and Cooper Hobson gets it back up top to his brother. Zach, one-hand dribble, double dribbles with the basketball, and it's a turnover by the West Side Pirates. Zach Hobson baffled by the call, but a good call by the officials as he did use the dribble to secure it. Can't put it back down on the court once it's hit the court once, and you had possession of it. 6 minutes and 24 seconds to go. Far side, fadeaway shot from Ridge Thompson off the back of the rim. Rebounded on the play by Zach Hobson. Brings the ball up himself, passes to Nick Ma, who wants to go into the lane. Over and under, lays one up and in, and gets the contact with Kyle Olson, who picks up the foul. Nick Ma on a step through on a double team, able to get it up, pump faked, and then was contacted with the ball, and it's a 31-26 lead for the West Side Pirates with another opportunity at the stripe for Ma. Free throw up and good somehow. I don't know how that shot goes in, but Nick Ma might have the flattest line drive shot since Shaquille O'Neal trying to take a three-pointer. To the near side, Brock Thompson goes to his left, bounce pass down low, gets it to Will Sims, who's short on the turnaround hook shot as the rebound is controlled by Cooper Hobson and the West Side Pirates. Right to left, they work. Quinn Fuller to his right on the wing, steps to the free throw line, picks up his dribble as he dishes out to Lemon. Dillon gives back over to the inside where it's Ma stepping through, fouled again. No, a travel is going to be called on Nick Ma, and another West Side turnover will keep the lead at 6. With 5 minutes and 47 seconds to go. Third quarter of play, 32-26 your score. Brock Thompson will bring it forward as he dribbles with the right hand, crosses the timeline. Cooper Hobson picks up Brock. To the near side, he gives to his brother Ridge, the senior, with the left-hand dribble, gets a screen from Kyle Olson, steps to the top of the key before handing off to Smith. Back to Ridge, who rises for another three, and he's on fire from outside. Ridge Thompson with 9 points, all from beyond the arc again, cuts the deficit in half, 32-29, and a timeout taken by Coach Tyler Brown as he wants to talk with Quinn Fuller, and he brings him over to the sideline. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take a chance to keep this one here as the Cardinals want to talk things over as well after the West Side Pirates timeout. And if you're the Cardinals, you've got to keep finding ways to keep that outside game on fire, because if that outside game continues to suck out the defense, your inside post presence, which is currently playing without Riley Harris after an injury in the first half, will have a better chance of having success getting some easier shots against what is a much taller and longer West Side team than I think a lot of people thought they would be coming into the season. 32-29 here, third quarter of play, 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. The West Side Pirates looking for their second straight win against the Soda Springs Cardinals, and this would be an upset for the West Side Pirates as they were the number 3 seeded team coming into this tournament. Cardinals will re-enter the court. Kyle Olson alongside Ridge Thompson, Brock Thompson, Will Sims, and Trey Smith, same as they had at the start of this quarter of play. Pirates trying to get the inbounds play, will lob it deep. It's picked up by Zach Hobson. One dribble goes to his left. Lemon gives to Cooper in the corner. 3-ball up short off the front of the rim and rebounded by Ridge Thompson. Ridge gets his second, gives the ball off to Brock to bring forward. Comes to his right. Trey Smith gives it back out to Brock. Now back to Trey. 5 minutes left to go on the dot as Trey rises from the top of the key for three, sits on the front of the rim, does not drop through as Zach Hobson inside double team, gets the ball away to Quinn Fuller. Quinn, trapped on the far side by Will Sims, stumbles with the basketball, turns it over. It's Kyle Olson who lays one in easily as the Pirates turnover forced and gives the West Side Pirates lead down to 1 on their third turnover of the quarter, but they respond right back. Knocking home the jumper is Nick Maul for his 7th point of the quarter. 34-31, 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Brock Thompson to his left, gives outside. It'll be on the wing where Trey Smith dribbles to his left into the lane. Outside pass finds an open Will Sims, but a charge taken inside the lane by Nick Maw as Trey Smith picks up his 3rd foul, and the Cardinals turn it over for the first time in the 3rd quarter of play. 34-31 as Henry Workman will check into the game for Trey Smith, who picks up his 3rd, as I said. 2nd team foul on the Soda Springs Cardinals here in the 3rd quarter. West Side with a Sanders Furniture and Appliance inbounds play finds Quinn Fuller. He'll use his dribble to bring it forward, guarded by Brock Thompson. As he comes up, screen set by Hobson. Instead, he'll go the other way inside to Lemon, who puts up a teardrop floater in the lane. Can't get the friendly roll off the back of the rim, and Ridge Thompson gets yet another rebound inside. Brock to the right side wing. The sophomore Pro hops into the lane, steps up and lays one forward. Good move, a next level move by Brock Thompson to get the shot to go. And it's 34-31, under 4 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Tight game between these two sides as they battle for the right to take on Bear Lake Wednesday night at this same court here at Marsh Valley High School. 34-33. Zach Hobson gives the ball to his brother Cooper. Inside the paint, Nick Maw now fights up a shot. Can't get it to go. The rebound to Lemon on the backside, who lays it up and in. Lemon's got his 14th point of the game on 4 rebounds as well. 36-33. The Pirates continuing not to give the ball away as Brock Thompson tries to get a little bit fancy with the dribble. Turns it over, and Quinn Fuller returns the favor coming up the court as he tried to get it underneath to Cooper Hobson. And Cooper cut in when the ball went away. It's turned back into the hands of the Soda Springs Cardinals. A little bit sloppy here in the middle of the 3rd quarter. Brock Thompson will inbound to his brother once again, who gives it back. Jogs the ball up the right side. Ridge sets a screen, but Hunter Henderson gets through it as the ball given back to Ridge Thompson. Over to Brock again on the far wing. Left-hand dribble as he picks it up. Pump fakes. Gives to Riley Simmons, and a foul is going to be called on Cooper Hobson, who reached out and grabbed Simmons. It's Cooper's 2nd foul and the team's 1st in this 3rd quarter. 3:03 to go. 36-33. And Brock Thompson will inbound. Short corner. Ridge Thompson takes it back beyond the 3-point line as the pass goes down low into the paint, and a Bear Lake drug jump ball is going to be whistled with a possession arrow in favor of the West Side Pirates as the pass inside to Will Sims went to his feet, and it was able to be picked up by West Side. Will Sims got onto it as well, but with 2:56 to go, the Pirates will push the ball up the court. 3-on-3 as Hunter Henderson beats everybody into the lane and tries to lay one up, and he's going to be fouled on the play underneath the basket. And Will Sims picks up the foul. Will gets his 2nd with 2:50 to go, and it will be an inbounds play, I believe, for the West Side Pirates, as it was not a shooting foul. Stockton Brown into the game for the West Side Pirates. Looks to inbound the basketball. Gets it into the paint where Nick Maw gives it back outside to Henderson. Hunter well short on a 3-ball. Riley Simmons gets the rebound for the Cardinals, and they come back down by 3. 36-33, 2 minutes and 39 to go. Henry Workman in the lane, gives outside where Ridge Thompson gives it back to him. Workman to his right, dribbles the ball off his knee, but somehow they say back to the Cardinals, and they say tipped out of bounds by the Pirates. 2 minutes and 33 seconds to go. Cardinals with the Sanders Furniture and Appliance inbounds play. Brock Thompson waits, now passes in, tipped out of bounds, last touched by the Pirates as it goes into the Pirates student section on the far side, and West Side will remain on defense. Branson Hatch back into the game for the Pirates. Also, Dylan Downs will check into the game for Brock Thompson. Dylan will go over and do the inbounding for Soda Springs as Brock gets the breather on the bench. Dylan to inbound, gets it to Ridge Thompson, to his left, back to Downs in the far corner. Back up top, Ridge taking the ball, face guarded by Stockton Brown. not wanting to give him any more opportunities as an open three. Instead, it'll be Downs for three. He can't hit. The rebound pulled in by Workman. Passes the ball to Simmons. Back to Downs. Right side corner. Kicked into the hands of Simmons for three. He puts it up, but well short. Airballs that one. And a foul is going to be picked up against the Soda Springs Cardinals. That goes against Riley Simmons. West side inbounds once again, as Stockton Brown will bring it forward with 2:03 to go. Crosses the timeline. And Brown to the near side. We'll see a double foul whistled against Will Sims and Branson Hatch for battling down low. And they will put the ball. And it goes against, as I said, Will Sims for his third, and Branson Hatch gets his second. So a double foul. It ends up being the fifth on the Soda Springs Cardinals, the second on the West Side Pirates. Minute and 59 to go as Brown will inbound to the far side. Cooper Hobson gets the ball, gets it past Riley Simmons, who went for the steal. Shot goes up from the right elbow, but tipped out of bounds, last touched by the Pirates, and the Cardinals will catch the break as they end up getting the ball back. Inbounds play goes to Ridge Thompson to bring forward as the senior takes the point, slows it down as he crosses the timeline and calls out the play. Steps to his left, watch Dylan Downs, now goes but replaces Downs where he was before passing it to Simmons, and losing the ball out of bounds is Simmons. Riley gets the 14th turnover of the Cardinals, 15 on the West Side Pirates so far in this game with a minute and 41 to go. And back onto the court will come a couple of subs for the Pirates. Quinn Fuller will replace Cooper Hobson. Nick Maw gets a breather on the bench as Zach Hobson checks in for him. Ball's inbounded. Quinn Fuller takes it. Cardinals will back off the loose man-to-man pressure as they force Quinn to walk the ball up the court. Stutter steps, guarded by Riley Simmons, trying to stay in front. Ball's handed off to Brown. Stockton goes to his right. Pass gets to Hatch. Now back to Stockton. He'll go to his left, trying to get baseline drive. Kicks it to the corner. Taken there and stepping into the lane. Bill being fouled on a block is Zach Hobson. And it'll be Zach Hobson to the line for the and one opportunity. 6 points in the game. It's a 5-point edge for the West Side Pirates, 38-33. And the second free throw, or the only free throw, is up and good. The West Side Pirates 6 of 6 from the free throw line tonight, and that's the difference in the game. 39-33 on that perfect free throw shooting. The West Sides have the lead. 1 minute and 11 seconds to go as Dylan Down takes it far wing, steps into another deep three. That one curls its way into the net as a foul is going to be called after the basket went in. And they count the basket. Crowd standing up and applauding. It'll be a foul against the West Side Pirates and Branson Hatch. So Hatch picks up the loose ball foul. That's the third one on Branson Hatch, and it's the third foul on the West Side Pirates. Cooper Hobson getting set to check into the game now as he will return to the court and replace Stockton Brown. 1 minute and 6 seconds to go, 39-36 the score on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard as Simmons to inbound, lobs it deep to Downs. Dylan gives to Simmons, left side, he pump fakes, loses the ball off of himself and out of bounds. Another turnover by the Soda Springs Cardinals. And with 1 minute and 2 seconds to go, the Cardinals will sub in Brock Thompson for Riley Simmons. He'll take a seat on the bench, receives the low five from Coach Greg Bergholm, but not happy with himself, as you can see in the body language on the bench. 57 seconds to go. Quinn Fuller gives the ball off to Cooper Hobson as the West Side Pirates bring it up in the final minute of the third quarter. 39-36, a three-point edge for the Pirates, who have led this game nearly wire to wire. The Cardinals have yet to have a lead of their own. Into the lane, Nick Moss steps around Workman. Underneath, gets the ball off as a travel is going to be called inside by Quinn Fuller. He tried to step to the hoop. He wanted it to be a block, which would have given him the chance to step back down again. Instead, it's a turnover by the West Side Pirates. They're 17th of the game, and the Cardinals have a chance to tie or cut it to a one-point game. Ridge Thompson with the ball near the half-court line. 30 seconds to go, holding on to it as the Cardinals look like they might hold for the final shot. Greg Bergholm stands up off of the bench. Looks like he might call a timeout. when the clock gets to a certain point in time, as the officials will stand near him as well. Ridge just continuing to stand with the basketball near half court. 10 seconds to go. Ridge backs over near Coach Bergholm. Now on the wing. 6 seconds to go. Ridge into the lane. Steps one underneath. Throws it away right to Nick Maw. The Pirates on the run will try and get a shot off at the buzzer. It's good if it goes, but it will not, as Dylan Lemon can't cash in. The Cardinals, though, struggling to try and get this game back into their control. Trail it 39-36 as we head to quarter number 4 on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com.
Caribou County Athletics are being brought to you by Bear River Head Start, where they are now accepting applications for preschool. Call 435-755-0181 and enroll your 3- or 4-year-old children today.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
Welcome back out to Marsh Valley High School. 39-36. 3-point lead for the Westside Pirates over the Soda Springs Cardinals, but Soda starts with the basketball as Brock Thompson takes the point guard duties and hands off to his brother Ridge. Both teams have struggled with turnovers in this game so far. The biggest difference has been Westside shooting at the free throw line, where they've been perfect. Inside pass goes to Workman. Power dribbles his way on the right block before giving it out to Downs. Rising for another three. Downs ties it up. A deep three. Dylan Downs gets the Cardinals' 5th triple of the game, brought to you by Bear Lake Drug, and it's a tie game at 39 each. Nick Maw with the ball on the right side, tries to dribble to the right wing, gives off to Cooper Hobson. He gives it back to Maw. Nick outside finds Lemon with the answer, and he can't get the roll. The ball inside is rebounded by Hobson, who travels with it down low and turns it back over to the Soda Springs Cardinals, drawing the Cardinal fans to their feet with 7 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock. Ball inbounded. Brock Thompson brings it up, right-handed dribble as he crosses the half-court stripe. 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Brock in between the two circles. Guarded by Cooper Hobson. Steps to his wing. Crosses over, steps into the lane, rises for a shot, fouled from behind. I believe they're going to get Cooper Hobson for the foul, as Brock Thompson will step to the free throw line, and Cooper will send Brock to the line for the first free throws of the second half for the Soda Springs Cardinals. 7 minutes to go, 4th quarter, and the Cardinals get their first lead of the game 25 minutes into the contest. 40-39. Brock's second free throw, good as well. 2 for 2 at the line. Brock's got 4 points, all of them in this second half. Pirates trying to come from behind, end up seeing the ball poked out of bounds as Dylan Lemon has it stripped away from him by Ridge Thompson, but it remains Westside basketball. Sanders Furniture Appliance inbounds play coming up as Lemon inbounds the ball through everybody and out of bounds to the far sideline. And it will be Cardinal basketball this time, with the inbounds coming on the near side against the Westside bench. Nobody touched it, so it will remain Soda Springs basketball, but it has to be inbounded from here. Timeout's going to be taken. It's a full. We're going to take a break as well. 41-39. Cardinal fans rising to their feet with Soda Springs on top for the first time all night on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, We offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
Welcome back out to West Side's Marsh Valley High School on KVRV The Bear, mylocalradio.com. The West Side Pirates, they're wearing the white home uniform. It's throwing me off right now. Christopher Richmond giving me all the grief he can to my right as the Soda Springs Cardinals leading the game 41-39 against the West Side Pirates. Cardinals, the road team in tonight's game. The West Side Pirates representing the home team the way the bracket has worked out. And with 6 minutes and 57 seconds to go, Brock Thompson will be inbounding for the Cardinals from the near sideline. Ball goes deep to Kyle Olson as Brock goes over to that far side and gets the ball back from the senior. Brock brings it forward, right-handed dribble. Workman setting a screen for him as Cooper Hobson gets through the screen easily. Ball's going to be dished outside to Downs, who pump fakes. Up top, Workman. He'll step right of the lane. Gives outside to Ridge Thompson, who finds some space to rise for a shot, but he can't hit, and the rebound is picked up by Zach Hobson for the West Side Pirates. Chance for the Pirates to take the take the lead once again, down by 2. 41-39 as Nick Maw with the ball on the near side gives up top to Quinn Fuller. Fuller steps to his right into the lane, all the way to the basket, stripped to the ball, throws it away, out of bounds, and they'll say off of Quinn Fuller and to the Soda Springs Cardinals. 6 minutes, 18 seconds to go. Stockton Brown will check in for Quinn Fuller. Trey Smith back onto the court as he replaces Dylan Downs, who came in for a pair of Bear Lake Drug three-pointers and tied the game, giving the Cardinals the momentum to come back in this game. 6 minutes and 9 seconds to go. Trey Smith gets on the left side wing. Gets a screen from Olson, who fades into the lane. Back outside to Ridge Thompson. The Cardinals go instead. Ridge pops into the lane, fires one up off the back rim again as Dylan Lemon comes away with the basketball, and he's fouled about 90 feet away from the west side basket with a 1-and-1 free throw coming up for the West Side Pirates. That is a very, very poor foul made by Ridge Thompson that far away from the basket, as there was little chance of getting the steal, and it ends up giving Lemon a chance to score with 1-and-1 free throws, and he has a very good free throw shooter. He's shown that on the season. First free throw, good, and the Pirates are back within one. For Ridge, it's only his first foul, but the Cardinals will be watching the Pirates shoot the bonus free throws every single time they step to the line, as the second free throw good as well, and we are tied up at 41 points apiece. 5 minutes and 51 seconds to go. Brock Thompson with the left-handed dribble, waves off a screen, and now dribbles it to his right himself. Ridge comes up to get the ball at the top of the key. Now Smith, who takes the ball himself, gives outside. Workman from the three-point line, thought about the three, gives off to Olson instead, as now Trey Smith gets it near the half-court line. Trey to his right, hesitates, gets underneath, goes inside to Workman, who lays one up and in. Trey Smith with the nice feed into the lane, where Workman gets his first basket of the night. 43-41, 5 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Cooper Hobson gives outside. Stockton Brown takes it to his right, hands the ball off, where it's taken by Zach Hobson, who tries to cross over into the lane, loses his footing, the ball loose, and another jump ball will be whistled on the floor. It should be West Side basketball if my memory serves me right, and it does, as the Pirates keep possession. 5 minutes and 4 seconds left to go. 43-41 on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard, a 2-point edge for the Soda Springs Cardinals, who have not led this game until it was 41-39. Now they lead by 2 here. The ball almost stolen away. Stockton Brown gets it right side corner. 3 ball off the side of the rim. Rebounded by Lemon. He'll fight up another layup and gets it to go. Lemon carrying the team right now as he has 18 of their 43 points. Knots it up again. And a timeout taken. 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 43 all the score on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. Timeout taken. We're going to take a breather as well, as this one is a 30. No, we'll leave this one right here in that case with 4.5 to go, or just about. And remind you that tomorrow night we're going to be back on the air once again, regardless of who wins this game, as the North Gem Cowboys will be taking on the Mackey Miners for the 4th time this year. North Gem has had 3 opportunities to play Mackey earlier, and they won all 3 games. Tomorrow night, they're going for the 4-peat in those games against Mackey. Although last time around in the district tournament, last Tuesday, it ended up getting a little bit chippy in the opening round between those 2 teams. So there's no love lost between the North Gem Cowboys and those Mackey Miners. 43-all as we return to the action. Soda Springs tied up with the West Side Pirates in an elimination game that has been just as good as you would have hoped for, all knotted up. And you got to remember, last time these 2 teams played, the game went to overtime at the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals here at Marsh Valley High School. Brock Thompson brings it forward, trying to avoid that overtime feat once again, although I don't think that many of the fans who are not necessarily tied to any of those teams would hate an overtime game. 43-all, 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Ball up top, Ridge Thompson pump fakes, gives back to Brock Thompson. Up to the free throw line, Trey Smith fading away, splashes one home. Trey's got his 9th point of the game and his first points of the second half, and the Cardinals have the 2-point lead back. Stockton Brown brings it up with the left-hand dribble, hands off to Cooper Hobson. To his right, finds Dylan Lemon, gets a screen, looks into the lane, spins around before finding Cooper on the wing again for 3. Cooper has it rattle in. No good. His brother Zach gets the rebound, feeds it back to his younger brother Cooper. The rebound tipped up into the hands of Brock Thompson, who secures it for the Cardinals despite not getting the ball into the cylinder and despite giving up almost 2 offensive rebounds to the Pirates. 45-43, Cardinals with the ball and the lead midway through the 4th quarter. Under 4 minutes to play. Workman inside the lane, waves the ball around, steps to the hoop. He lays one up and in. Henry leading the way as he's got his 4th point of the quarter, and the Cardinals have a 47-43 lead. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. The Pirates, watching a lead that had been as many as 10, fade away. Cooper Hobson to the right side, finds Nick Ma, gets it back up to Cooper, who steps to the left elbow. Back up top, Ma rotates it to Lemon, 3-ball, fading away, can't hit. The rebound inside to Cooper Hobson, who can't get the shot to go as the rebound into the far side. Stolen away by the Pirates, stepping to lane, it's Cooper to lay it up and in and good. Cooper Hobson fighting alongside the rest of the Pirates, gets it back to a 2-point game as a timeout taken by the Pirates. We're going to take it as well. It's a full timeout on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
Welcome back out to the home of the District 5 championships as the Soda Springs Cardinals and the West Side Pirates in a battle, 47-45. What's been a good atmosphere so far for these 2 teams in tonight's action. Cardinals right now up by 2 with possession of the basketball after a layup was made by Cooper Hobson. He's got 6 points for the Pirates, who have seen their scoring average drop for most players in the game so far, as Nick Ma has been limited in the 4th quarter to no points and no rebounds. Dylan Lemon with just 4 points in the quarter. Those, their main 2 scorers and main 2 leaders, have just not been able to find their rhythm on the court once again after having a very, very hot first half of play for the Cardinals. Give them the credit, too. Dylan Downs has hit a couple of big threes. Also, Ridge Thompson has hit a couple of big threes in the second half, and the 12 points from those have helped propel the Cardinals' offense and give the inside presence a little bit more of an advantage, as the guards can't sink back away from the three-point line as easily. 3:04 to go, 4th quarter. Cardinals will be inbounding the ball. Sanders Furniture and Appliance inbounds play will be started by Brock Thompson. Gives to Trey Smith, and Trey will give to Brock to walk the ball forward as the Pirates put up a man-to-man defense that forces the Cardinals to walk it up. Brock to his right as Dylan Lemon stares him down and forces the ball off to Smith. Now to the left, Ridge Thompson takes it on the wing, fakes the pass inside, gives it back out to Olsen. as Kyle comes to retrieve the basketball. Kyle's been quiet so far in this second half as well. Only 2 points after scoring 5 in the first half. Brock back out to Workman. 2.5 to go. Cardinals taking some of the air after the basketball. Dangerous strategy as we've seen so far this season, as several times I've seen teams try to slow the pace down who are not normally half-court teams, and it takes them out of their rhythm as Workman steps to the free throw line, hands off to Smith. He gives back outside to Brock Thompson. Waiting for the Pirates to apply a little bit more pressure as now Ridge takes on the left side. 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go. 47-45 still the score. Cardinals leading by 2 over the West Side Pirates. Smith goes to his left, guarded by Quinn Fuller. As he beats Quinn Fuller, throws the ball off Ridge Thompson, out of bounds to the West Side Pirates. The Cardinals' 18th turnover, a big one, as it gives the West Side Pirates a chance to tie and possibly take the lead. Hobson inbounds the basketball in a deep lob to Quinn Fuller on the cross-court pass. Quinn, guarded by Brock Thompson, brings it to his right, tries to step in the lane, now pulls back. At the top of the key, gives to Lemon. He gets a screen, rises from space, can't get the shot to go. The rebound loose into the hands of Trey Smith. He'll push it up the court. 1-on-4, pump fakes, waits for the defense to fly by, gives to Brock Thompson. He gets it back to Trey, steps to his left, finds Workman at the free throw line, who's denied on the block, and the officials calling a travel on the turnover. Soda fans not happy, but the same call happened to Westside earlier in the game, so it's a consistent call, and it gets and the officials, when you call it consistent, you can't ask for much more. Ball inbounded as it'll be brought forward by the Westside Pirates, and Quinn Fuller takes the point. 47-45, still the Pirates down by 2. Fuller centers the basketball, guarded by Brock Thompson, gives off to Cooper Hobson. Now Dylan Lemon on the far side, goes back down low to Hobson. Cooper stripped of the basketball, but it rolls off of Workman's hands and out of bounds. 1:06 left to go, 47-45. Cardinals up by 2, and the Pirates desperately in need of a basket to tie this game or take the lead if they want to keep this game moving along in a favorable position. Quinn Fuller inbounds. Hobson takes the ball. Cooper steps to his right, waits for Lemon, who frees himself between the circles. Gives to Fuller. Pass down low, backing his way in and letting a shot rim out and not getting the friendly roll. Inside is Nick Maw. The rebound is pulled in by Henry Workman for his 11th of the game, and he's fouled down low as well, as getting his arm tangled up inside was Zach Hobson. 5 team fouls now on the West Side Pirates, still only 7 on the Soda Springs Cardinals as we hit under a minute to play, and the Pirates will extend their defense to a full court press. Ball inbounded. Brock Thompson throws the ball up ahead, and they'll say it's to the West Side Pirates. Nobody touched it on its way past Kyle Olson, and it's a turnover again for the Soda Springs Cardinals with 53.3 seconds to go. Cooper Hobson again to inbound the basketball, 47-45. Quinn Fuller gets it in the backcourt, and he'll bring it forward across the timeline. Pirates have had several chances to try and come back and tie this game up, but have never been able to finish toppling the mountain. Cooper goes to his left, on the outside of the circle, throws the ball away as it's a jump ball called. Possession in favor of the Cardinals. Workman forcing the steal, and Soda Springs back with up by 2. We'll see a timeout taken by Coach Greg Bergholm. We'll take one as well and come back once again on KVRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
Welcome back out to Marsh Valley High School, 47-45, 38.6 seconds to go as the Soda Springs Cardinals leading by 2, trying to force a game against the Bear Lake Bears on Wednesday night, but they have to win tonight as whoever loses this game is done for the season. Bear Lake here at the game, watching and enjoying the show. Brandon Carlson, you can see him on the far side with several players lined up in blue, sitting on the far side right in the middle of the court as they've been enjoying what's been a good game, scouting out what these two teams are going to do and seeing what they are going to be facing in their game on Wednesday night, as they've already asserted themselves of at least a spot in the playing game, and the other team, whichever team that comes out of this, Soda Springs or Westside, will have to play them twice. Smith inbounds the ball, gets it to Kyle Olson, who's going to be fouled inside, and it goes against either Dylan Lemon, or they'll actually whistle it on Quinn Fuller for his second. 6th team foul, so the Pirates have another chance to steal it, and they'll go right into fouling as Ridge Thompson is fouled and will be stepping to the line for 1-and-1 free throws. The foul picked up once again, I believe, by Quinn Fuller. And this time they go to Hunter Henderson for the foul. It's his third. He'll check out. Cooper Hobson checks back onto the court, and Ridge Thompson for 1-and-1 free throws will step to the line. First one, good. Gives the Cardinals a 3-point edge, 48-45, with 36.4 seconds to go. Second free throw after earning the first. Ridge puts it up and can't hit that one. It's rebounded by Zach Hobson. Up ahead to Dylan Lemon. Pirates not in the need for just a 3-point shot, but they need it too quickly as Cooper steps to the lane, fights up a layup, wildly can't get it to go. The rebound tipped high into the air, picked up by Trey Smith, and it's a foul picked up by the Westside Pirates once again, and Trey Smith will be sending himself to the line with 1-and-1 free throws coming up again. 23.1 seconds to go. 1-and-1 free throws for the Cardinals to try and make it a 2-possession game. Trey Smith already has made 1 free throw in the game as another timeout taken by the Soda Springs Cardinals. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep this one here as well. Good atmosphere, as you said before. And we expect another good atmosphere on Wednesday night. It looks like the Cardinals have the chance to try and close this game out with a victory. And it looked like things were going all West Side's way for about 2.5 quarters, but the Soda Springs Cardinals never quite stopped fighting their way back in. And eventually, when you keep chipping away at a wall, you're going to start making some headway into it. They did, and it was the 3-point shots from Ridge Thompson and Dylan Downs that carried them back into the game and have given them a chance to win. But big free throws to keep their hopes and put another nail into the West Side coffin. If you make one, you make it a 2-possession game. 23.1 seconds to go. Smith, first free throw, good, earns another one. Trey Smith with 10 points has been one of the more consistent players for the Cardinals late on in this season. Second free throw, good as well. Cashed in on both. Big shots, makes it a 5-point game. 50-45, 21 seconds to go. Lemon stops at the top of the key, gives off to Zach Hobson. He'll cut to the lane himself, who lays it up and in, and a timeout's going to be taken immediately by the Pirates as Zach gets his 9th point of the game. The Pirates with 13.6 seconds, down by 3, needing a little bit of a miracle to come back in this game. As another timeout taken, it's a full timeout. We'll take a break as well on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
Welcome back out to the home of the District 5 championships. Soda Springs fans trying to will their team on to a victory after they trailed 10-0 at the beginning of the game. Since then, the Cardinals have outscored the West Side Pirates 50-37 and have themselves a chance to move on in the District 5 championships and guarantee themselves at least a play-in game on Saturday afternoon, which will be taking place at Highland High School against the number 2 team from District 6, which looks like right now would be Ryrie or Firth, whoever comes in second in that district. And Firth was leading North Fremont at the half in a game that is much like this one to get themselves into the play-in game. Ridge Thompson takes a dribble to his left. He's going to be fouled on the baseline, only the West Side players cannot believe it, and Ridge Thompson will step to the free throw line for another opportunity. He's 1 of 2 from the line, and the final 1-and-1 free throws of the game for the West Side or for the Soda Springs Cardinals. We'll see Ridge Thompson stepping to the line. Checking back into the game, Nick Maw has both Braden Crouch, Stockton Brown taking a seat on the, Hunter Henderson taking a seat on the bench as the free throw by Thompson, good, makes it a 4-point game again. Huge make there for Ridge Thompson. The Cardinals also 6 of 7 at the line in this fourth quarter. And it'll remain 6 of 7 as the rebound goes to Dylan Lemon. 8 seconds to go. Dylan up the court, the best three-point shooter, puts up a running shot, can't get it to go. The rebound back into the hands of Zach Hobson. And as the buzzer sounds, he airballs it out of bounds. And the Soda Springs Cardinals, in comeback fashion, take the West Side Pirates down in the District 5 semifinals and survive to advance to play Bear Lake on Wednesday night right here at Marsh Valley High School. It'll be a 6:40 pregame show, a 7 o'clock opening tip, and we hope you'll be joining us here if you can't make it out to the game yourself. All that coming up on KBRV The Bear, MyLocalRadio.com. Our postgame show coming up as well. We'll go over all the numbers and stats from this one on your home for Cardinal Athletics.
This broadcast of high school sports is being made possible by the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma, or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Here's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials in Soda Springs for the week of February 16th through the 22nd. Grab yourself St. Louis-style pork spare ribs for $1.99 a pound. Boneless beef cross rib roasts are $2.79 a pound. Western Family 1%, 2%, or skim gallons of milk are $1.99 each. And don't forget about their Fill It Fresh $10 mix or match bags for fresh produce throughout the store. That's a look at some of your Lalaton's food specials for the week of February 16th through the 22nd.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone: food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance of Montpelier, Idaho. State Farm is here to help life go right. Call Scott at 208-847-0141 for personal service.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
Imagine a mining company who nurtures butterflies. At Monsanto, we plant wildflower seeds on recently mined land. The flowers support a thriving butterfly population, which then feeds small birds, who are in turn hunted by eagles and hawks. By paying attention to nature's detail, Monsanto sustains a broader ecosystem. That's one reason why 6 federal and state agencies have honored us with their highest award for excellence in annual operations. Monsanto. Imagine.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
Welcome back out to Marsh Valley High School as the Soda Springs Cardinals completing the comeback and winning 51-47 over the Westside Pirates in a hotly contested game all the way through. But the Westside Pirates just not able to hold on to the win as they fall in this one once again by 4 points. A very similar score to the last time these two teams matched up when it was 53-49 in overtime. As far as the numbers for the two teams, the Cardinals had a pair of players with 11 points to lead the way. Ridge Thompson with 11 points, 8 of which came in the second half, and 3 rebounds. Trey Smith with a similar score, 11 and 3, with 7 of his coming in the first half. 7 points for Kyle Olson with 3 rebounds. Will Sims had 8 points and 1 rebound, all in the first half of play. Henry Workman, 11 rebounds to go with his 4 points, which came in the fourth quarter. Brock Thompson, 4 points and 1 rebound, along with 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and 6 points and no rebounds for Dylan Downs, but both of his threes big ones, including one to bring it to a 3-point game and another one on the heels of that to start the fourth quarter to tie the game up. As for the Westside Pirates, Dylan Lemon led the way, 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 of 4 shooting. None of this can really fall on his shoulders for the way this game ended up turning out, as he carried the team in the first half with 12 points and 3 rebounds. 9 points and 5 boards for Zach Hobson. Nick Maw had 9 points and 7 rebounds, although he was silent in the fourth quarter of play. 6 points and 5 rebounds for Cooper Hobson. 3 points, 1 rebound for Stockton Brown, and Braden Crouch with 2 points and 0 rebounds, 2 of 2 free throw shooting. The Westside Pirates went 8 of 8 from the free throw line. The Soda Springs Cardinals just as good, 12 of 15 from the free throw line. Both teams taking good advantage of their opportunities at the stripe. And again, the final score 51-47 in tonight's game. We will look at our sports update now as we take a chance to sit down with some of the Soda Springs wrestlers as they join us talking about the trip to state that's coming up for 9 Cardinals as they will be heading to Boise on Friday and Saturday for the state wrestling tournament. Back with them on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com right now.
Caleb Bergraff joined here with 3 of the wrestlers from the Soda Springs Cardinals heading to the state tournament, as Taylor Adams, Dylan Clark, and Jeremiah Hansen joining us. And first of all, Taylor, we'll start with you. 9 kids going off to the state tournament, a very successful district meet. What were your thoughts on the way that the team performed, as well as you individually performed?
I was very happy with how everybody performed. This is probably one of the best tournaments we've wrestled this season, and I was very proud of the whole team.
When you think about peaking at the end of the year, that's something that this team really just showed that they can do. Do you think this was a statement, Maya, about how this team can do?
I do. I mean, it just shows everyone looks down on Soda Springs like we're not going to do that well. And this year we came out with some young kids and wrestled pretty well, and we were keeping every wrestler we had. So it's only starting.
Dylan, you had a little bit of a struggle in the beginning of the season, but like the rest of the team, turned things around. What was the difference at this back half of the year in how these kids were able to wrestle and perform?
I think just the effort that they put in. the back half. First, they just didn't really, I don't think they really wanted it, but they realized that they did, and then they stepped it up.
Taylor, you weren't able to go last year, but your brother's been there several times. What are some of the things that you've picked up from your brother being able to go and being able to experience the state tournament?
Well, first of all, you don't want to pay attention to any of the crowd when you're out on that mat, and you want to focus on what you need to work on and just wrestle.
Since the district tournament started up, Maya, what's been different in practice last week and the early part of this week as far as the intensity level and the way that kids have been preparing?
The intensity level, it's high, but it's not as high as like usually for every meet. Mostly just trying to focus on moves, perfecting them, making sure we get every little detail down. So when we go for those big matches, that could determine if you go to state or not. We have it down.
Dylan, when you think about your weight class, once you get into those middle weight classes, it usually gets to be some of the tough ones. So you really had to work to make your way into that state tournament bracket. Do you think having to work so hard, especially in this district where there is so much competition in those middle weights, will help you and prepare you for the competition you'll get at state?
Yeah, I think it'll help a lot because there's a lot of tough kids in my weight.
We'll wrap it up with just one more question for each of you guys. And Taylor, to start off for you, what are your expectations for yourself? What's the goal that you set for yourself, especially knowing that you have another year after this one?
My goal in the state tournament right now is to get higher than my brother.
Same thing for you, Maya. Have you set yourself any goals for this year?
Not yet, but I plan to very soon.
And Dylan, what's your goal? When you think about getting over to the state tournament, is there any peak that you want to get to?
Not really. My goal is just to go out there and wrestle my best.
That's all you guys can do. Thanks for talking with me, guys, and good luck as you guys get ready for getting over there.
Thank you.
Sweet, thank you.
Big good luck and congratulations to the Cardinal wrestlers who are heading over to the state tournament. Again, that'll be on Friday and Saturday this weekend as they look to try and make their names known and make their names heard at the state tournament. And there are 8 wrestlers from Grace and 8 wrestlers from North Gem that will be heading over to the state tournament as well. So good luck to all of the local wrestlers. We'll be cheering for you from afar as we will be covering games all throughout that week as well through the weekend, including a play-in game, which at least the Cardinals are guaranteed a spot in the play-in game, if not a spot directly into the state championships when they take on the Bear Lake Bears. Plenty more coming up on our week of broadcasting. We're going to be in Firth tomorrow when the North Gem Cowboys take on the Mackey Miners in their district championship game, or a chance to make it into a play-in game as well. If they win that game, they would take on the loser of Butte County and Rockland, which would be a fantastic contest as well to watch and view. We hope you'll be listening in tomorrow night when that game takes to the airways, and we hope that you will tune in on Wednesday as well when the Soda Springs boys return to this court to take on the Bear Lake Bears one more time, with a possible fifth time coming up on the season as well. That wraps things up for me. Until next time, let's go Cardinals. Let's go Caribou County.
Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Boys Basketball on KBRV The Bear and online at mylocalradio.com. Local sports have been brought to you by Hunziker Ford, Monsanto, and Silver Star Communications. The proceeding has been a sports production and sports broadcast of Old West Media Incorporated and Cook Brothers Broadcasting. No portion of this production can be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Tonight's executive producer is Val Cook. We'd also like to thank our sales team of Julie Burley and Kim Miller, as well as our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, website manager, Garrett Wharf, and general photographer, Warren Cook. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors, and thank you as well for tuning in. Be sure to visit mylocalradio.com/Soda Springs for archived copies of games and past interviews with players and coaches from across the county. And until the next time the teams of Caribou County take to the hardwood, goodbye and good night.